Hello out there, adorable, deplorable. Haven't been on for a while, but have to do an important video. This video is going to be based on how the coronavirus has brought the onslaught of socialism to our country. And it was done through, and I'm going to try to explain how it was done through the Democrats and China, and how this is all coming to contrition or attrition, whatever the word is. If you look at what's going on today, we're doing social distancing, self-quarantine, and companies are closing down, businesses are closing down. You got to look at it this way, okay? Less than 30 days ago, the stock market was going to go above 30,000. We were rolling along so beautiful. Our economy was doing great. Everything was doing great. We're in an election year, and the Democrats have no path to take back the presidency other than to have it, quote unquote, overthrown by some catastrophe. What I think would happen is the Democrats, who have a lot of interest in China, Pelosi, Biden with the Burisma, Pelosi's son, they all have interest in China. They have tried to overthrow Trump through impeachment, failed. Russian collusion, failed. What else can they do? They got puppet Joe Biden, who they can control by the strings, to try to win this election back, to take back the power. And what I think they have done is they've been talking to China and saying, what can you do to help us to get Trump out of office? And China's like, well, we don't like him either with all the tariffs and stuff. So let's work together and come up with a way on how we can get Trump out of the presidency and give the power back to the Democrats. So what they've done is they've come up, that this virus has been created in China with the help of the Democrats in order to overthrow Trump and take our economy and tank it. So everybody will look and be like, gee, Trump, what did you do? You fucked the country up, blah, blah, blah. This is not a Trump issue. Thank God he is in office. And this is my theory at its core. What's going on is when we're not working, we are all going to look to the government to save us. I can't pay my mortgage. I can't make my car payment. I can't buy food. So all the government proposals are like, we're going to give you $1,000 a month, sort of what Andrew Yang was talking about, but in a different way. But here's the thing. You watch the Democratic proposals on how much money they're going to want to put in your pocket based on government giving it to you. And they're going to forgive all of the debt of the mortgages, and evictions are on hold, so you can't get thrown out of the place. So now, as you sit there and say, well, how can I feed my family? How am I going to pay for this and pay for that? Government, help me. What can you do? And the government's going to be like, no problem. We're going to give you $2,000 a month or whatever it is. We're going to take care of you. What does that tell you right there? That the creation of the coronavirus, the Democrats want socialism in here so bad. They want like Bernie's very far left. A lot of the things that you've been hearing about the Democratic platforms have been based on socialism, whether it's AOC, the Squad, okay? They're all far left. And the only way to do it is to put the fear into you, to have the government come in and save you. At the end of this, and God, I hope I'm wrong, when this coronavirus is over and we go through this and the light of day comes up the next merger and we emerge, I really hope that we are still going to be a democratic society. This is the rise of socialism at the beginning stages, because when this virus is over and it's all said and done, we will be a socialistic country because the government's going to fix everything, which means they own us and they own you. If that's what you want, vote Democrat. The only saving grace that we have right now is the power at the ballot box and to vote for Donald Trump. It's not that I don't like the Democrats, or a lot of them, some of them are cool, but at its core, the reason why the tyranny and The hoarding, I can own, you know what's happened in Venezuela. You've seen that it doesn't work. Socialism does not work. We are the land of the free, the home of the brave. If you still have those values as an American citizen and you love this country, and I love this country just as much as the next guy, and I'm very upset that I feel like my freedom is being taken away. This is our modern day 9/11. So you millennials that were very young at the time don't remember, this is your reality. This is your 9/11. Money doesn't mean anything. Your cars, your partying, your weed, all the fun stuff. When you get your hierarchy of needs are changing in the very moment of this video. When your freedom is being taken away, I remember I was on 9/11. I didn't care about money. I didn't care about my car. I didn't care about my house. I just wanted to make sure my family was safe. And this is exactly what's going on today. You can explain to the millennials 5 ways from Sunday how 9/11 was, but until you actually walk those steps, which you're going to be doing right now, you will understand the pain and the anguish. Thank God we survived 9/11 as a country. We came together as a country. And that's what we have to do today. Fight the socialist machine. And the only way you do that is at the ballot box. And I'm begging everybody, vote for Trump. He has your back. This man is out there every day working for you. I said it 5,000 times. The reason why this COVID, and I'm going to lastly say this, the reason why the coronavirus was created was to get rid of President Trump and give the power back to the Democrats to inflict and inject their socialistic ways. I mean, just think about it this way, okay? I mean, if like you think about it, okay, if it's under socialisms, the government controls and we all share equally. I have a problem with that. I don't want the government telling me how many, listen, all that toilet paper you hoarded ain't going to mean shit because they're going to tell you how many slices of the paper to use to wipe your ass. And if that's what you want, vote Democrat. I really, at this present time, do not know what's going to become of our society, but I love my country. And whatever God you believe in, pray to them and pray for him and hope that our country will pull through this. And when the dust settles and the virus is over, I hope we are not going to end up being a socialist society, because it may work for a little bit, but in the end, when they start shutting the food lines down and the supply lines down, your neighbor who you thought was so sweet and innocent will do anything to protect his family. The fear and the scare that there's no food, the scarcity of that, you're going to look to the government to save you. There's your socialism. So I know this video was a little bit all over the place, but I'm very concerned because I love my country, I love the people, and I love my president. And as we move on through this setback, I can just say that I pray every day that we will still be a free country. I don't want my first... Bad enough the Democrats were trying to take your Second Amendment rights away from you. Now, with socialism, the freedom of speech and all of that will be taken away from you as well under socialism. Look at China. They control everything. They control the people. Is that what you want? That's what you want? Vote Democrat. Your power in November will be at the ballot box. Vote for Trump. Send the message. And I could just pray that in the end, we will survive this, but I pray in the end that we will be okay. And I love all he is. Thank God. God bless America. And let's keep making America great. We will get through this. And lastly, just keep supporting Donald Trump. He has your back. Have a good one.